Good morning. So today I'm going to be repairing one of my molds, and that's my mold for my Texas chainsaw mask. So I make my lipstick and my Texas mask out of this mold, but I've had this mold for, guys, I think almost 8 years now. So you can see that there's some holes in it that I really want to repair and kind of save. So fingers crossed that this is going to work, and I'm going to show you the process as I go. Let's do it. So as you see, I legit only have like 2 ounces. Look at my shakes, eh? Oh boy, guys. 2 ounces of water in here, and that's it. And I'm gonna put my cement in there to get the mold making going. So I'm gonna pour my cement in. And I'm gonna show you guys here. You kind of want it to start making little mud puddles. Yes, I am doing this barehanded. Why? Because when it's small amounts, I like to be able to feel where I'm putting stuff into. So we're gonna let this get nice and thick. I want it like thick like peanut butter at this point because I'm just doing small repairs. So I'm gonna be adding some more to it. Because right now you can kind of see it's getting there, but I think it needs a bit more to get thicker. So let's do that. Adding a bit more. And now I can tell that it's not even, now it's real thick. Check it out. Okay, so I'm gonna mix this up with my little finger. Ugh, you can see that it's getting, yeah, this is nice and thick. You can see like the way that's, I should probably take off my watch. Sometimes you don't think about these things. I'm gonna put a bit more. God, I miss working with cement. I haven't even done any molds in this place we moved to, so it's fun to be sharing this with you guys. All right, you ready? So again, you can kind of see where the holes are, so I'm gonna get right in there. Have you guys in there with me? Oh hey, hi. Ooh. Too much latex on my floor, guys. Okay, perfect. All right, so we're gonna start with, oh frick, this is a deep hole, but that's fine. I'm gonna layer it in. The best thing about cement is that when it's drying, you can still kind of texture it. I don't know if you just saw how big that blob was that I put in, but she's big. I want to fill that up. Usually you want to do repairs to your mask like as soon as it comes out, like while your cement is basically still fresh, because it'll adhere better and it'll just stay. So right now that's looking pretty good in that ginormous crack. I'm just gonna let it kind of chill for a bit. I still have a divot. Oh yeah. Kind of scrape it off my fingers. Cause I wanna fill up the hole. So good. Sometimes what I do is I just fill in my holes with monster clay, which works, but I find it gives a different texture on your latex. So I still have a hole there. I'm gonna take a small amount. I'll show you guys so far. It's not bad, but just kind of get it in there. that dry a little. I got excited, apparently. Ugh, that's okay. So now I'm gonna go for this one and just a bit of that one. That was one that I filled with clay. Whoop. Yeah, clay isn't always the best fix, but it's a quick fix. And you know what? If it's a quick fix, then it works. Like this worked for the last, again, like 8-9 years. And that's good. There's a small hole near his mouth. I'm just gonna get rid of that too. And I really hope I'm gonna be able to keep making these ones because I really like my sculpture of this. To me, this is like a beast one. There you go. So it's already kind of drying, especially like when you don't put it like a lot. Kind of gets more like a sandy texture. I'm gonna show you guys inside again just so you can see what's up. And I see a little hole right above his eyebrow. So I'm gonna take one of these little blobs that right in there. Best thing about mask making is you can always pretty much repair your stuff. I used Bondo, aka Prozade, and Cabastil. But yeah. Oof. Like I can take sandpaper after this and actually go in, which is cool. It's just hoping that this all adheres to it. So I'm showing in a sec. I'm just gonna wipe my hands off a bit. Because I also have his seam line, well not seam line, but it's like the line where I sew him up that I want to keep. And it's like a reference. That's his mouth. I'm gonna keep that. All right. So you can see here I had a little hole that's gone now. This was our big ass hole. It's pretty much done. You got that one above the eye, that's done. You got this one on the side. So I'm pretty confident that we did it. I don't want to fill in anything else. Maybe a bit where his lip is, just because I always notice that there's a bit of a divot. But I'm only gonna put a bit. Because again, I don't want to alter my sculpture. I'm used to making it a certain way. You also get used to repairing it a certain way, right? This is nice and intimate. Welcome to my floor. MTV Cribs. Floor jams with Vicky. Hey. And there's another hole. So you see this one? I'm getting you right in there. Look at that hole. What the hole? I'm just gonna repair that one too. Perfect. That blob fit right in. Stick this in. The cool thing too is when I'm going over it with its glue seal, I could texture it a bit. Even right now, if I have my texture stamp close by, I think it's with my sculpting tools behind me. We can actually go in and just texture a bit. I'm gonna put one more small bit where that big hole is. Beauty. All right. So, UltraCal 30, that's what I'm using right now, just so you guys know. It's supposed to dry in 30 minutes. I usually always give it a bit more grease time because I'd rather it be super dry. So that hole, all gone. So you can see where my wet patches are of what I just retouched. Now fingers crossed this turns out great. I'm gonna have to wait for it to dry, and I might just texture it a bit with like this guy. It's my little rubber stamp. So I might just do that for a bit, just to make sure it kind of still looks like his skin. Blend it in a bit. And like I said, after when I'm doing my Prosate anyways, it's gonna have a texture to it. Kind of just brushing that in. Same here. And this one. Yeah, you guys, I think I did a great job patting myself on the back. And fingers crossed, because I don't want to retire this mask yet. And right now, we've been doing a lot recently. I've been really busy. So sculpting a new one would take me some time that I legit don't have right now, but yeah. I think we're Gucci.